Hi, I'm Zach Zacharias. I'm the Senior Curator of Education and History here at the Museum of Arts and Sciences. And I'd like to talk to you about a really interesting painting, one of my favorites. It's in the Dow Gallery of American Art. And it's this painting of St. Augustine. It's before, you can see there's no bridge of lines, and it's painted before the 𝗤𝗁 Hotel was actually constructed that Henry 𝗤𝗁 had built. So it's really interesting because it's a panorama. It's highly detailed. Lots of color. It's painted by a very interesting artist named Frank Henry Shapleigh, who was a Boston painter. He was known for painting the White Mountains in New Hampshire. He was a New England painter, and he would come down to St. Augustine for the same reason that a lot of other great landscape artists came down for. That was to winter in St. Augustine. Fell in love with the area. He was a very prolific painter. We almost call like a topographical painter, where he painted scenes that were very highly detailed, realistic. So you can actually go back and look to see the way the city actually was. And so he's painting from a tower. And he has this bird's eye view of this landscape, which is really unique. But he's in the tower of the San Marco Hotel, which was a huge wooden resort hotel before the 𝗤𝗁 was built, the famous one that Henry 𝗤𝗁 had constructed. And then Frank Henry Shapleigh was handpicked by Henry 𝗤𝗁 to be an artist in residence. And the main feature in this painting, by the way, obviously, is the town. Two things, really, if you ask me. The town, it's like a village, really village-like. And then, of course, that magnificent Castillo San Marcos, or the fort. At this time, it was called Fort Marion. The United States had changed the name. And by the way, really interesting, the fort, that is the 10th fort. There were 9 previous forts. They were all wooden. They either rotted away, were attacked, or burned by pirates. The 9th fort was across the street. It was a wooden fort. And then eventually, because of a pirate attack by Robert Sills, an English pirate, they finally came up with the funds to build a coquina fort. And once that fort was built, the city was never successfully taken or ransacked or pillaged again by pirates.